What is going on, guys? Will here. Welcome to the video. So I have done Brian Shaw's 10,000 calorie strongman diet in the past, and that made me want to go vegan. But apparently now he's on a 5,500 calorie aggressive fat loss diet, which is still a lot of calories. Like, nobody watching this video should be eating that much. Like, for me, that is like peak bulk after I spilled over a few pounds ago, just like giving up on life, insulin resistant, all that good stuff. But for him, that's like slashing off nearly 50% of his calories for the day, which is pretty insane and quite the hefty deficit, my brother. But we're gonna try today, see what it's all about. We're also gonna be heading to the gym to try some strongman lifts that I've never done before. So it's gonna be a good day, so let's hop into it. So Brian Shaw relies on trifecta as much as a 15-year-old boy relies on incognito mode. So trifecta is a meal prep company. So I decided to use my meal prep company for this video. So I'm actually sponsored by the Iron Way. They're a great meal prep company in the GTA. So if you want to check them out, Tennyson saves you 10% off on some meals. And they hooked me up on the protein. So I got the oh, Jesus, calm down there, Rice. Okay, so they hooked me up on the protein. So I got some bison patties. This dude eats a lot of bison. We got some shredded chicken for later on in the day. So the rice is cooking away. Gonna start working on the eggs and putting together meal number one. Y'all, so we got ourselves a 1,000 calorie strongman scramble here. So we have 6 whole eggs. The last time I did his diet, it was 8 whole eggs, so much more OCD friendly for those of you guys buying eggs by the dozen. We then have 6 ounces of bison patties, so the smallest meat of the day, and then we're working our way up. I've done it in reverse before, and those are some nights I wish I could have back. And then topped off with 1.5 cups of some white rice. And rice is just not a carb I associate personally with a cut, because you can just overeat it so easily and has a lot of calories. So I usually just stay away from white rice in general. Gonna top it off with Frank's Red Hot sauce. I know he doesn't, but I put this shit on everything. And I feel like I'm gonna have to remind myself constantly throughout the day that this is a fat loss diet, because this is a hefty bowl of food, like a couple of pounds at least. The Iron Way spiced this bison incredibly. It's a tasty piece of meat. So as I'm eating this white rice, I started to think about his video, and I noticed that he had a food scale at all times. He would weigh some things and then choose not to weigh some other things. And the things that he didn't weigh are the foods that you should be weighing all the time, like the peanut butter and the white rice. And if you guys noticed, when I was plating this dish, I did 1.5 cups of white rice. And you know, using a cut measurement is as accurate as a frat guy's body count, because every single day, it could be a different number. It could range by hundreds of calories. And if you're a standard size human being like me, you know, those add up. Like hundreds of calories make a huge difference. But for him, being like almost 400 pounds, like 6'8" or 6'10", something like that, you know, being in a couple thousand calorie deficit, a couple hundred calories here and there, it doesn't really matter, which is probably why he's doing it. All right, so meal 1 is demolished. Nice to see that with this meal, he was having some water, not some orange juice like last time. He's not drinking his calories. He's not an idiot, guys. So we're gonna go clean up the kitchen and get on to the first cardio session of the day. So Brian Shaw likes to do cardio 3 times a day of a minimum of 10 minutes. It's just low intensity. You could go for a walk. You could be going on the incline treadmill, the Stairmaster. It could be on the bike. It's just about getting the body moving, which I think is great. So you guys know how I feel about getting my steps in. So we're gonna do a lot more than just 10 minutes. And I'll see you guys at meal number 2. Okay, so time for meal number 2. Calories will be right there. So we have 10 ounces of bison patty, so I'm slowly making my way through an entire family. Then I said 1 cup fruit of choice, just went with pineapple, because the day's not only about me and Brian. And then 2 rice cakes that he sees as a treat on 5,500 calories, which makes me kind of worried about him, because I just see a man with some form of Stockholm syndrome. But I mean, I love pineapple. I think it goes amazingly with bison. This is just kind of like a weird thing. Like, this dish just kind of looks like you're following if it fits your macros. You're just trying to end the night off with a couple of the rice cakes to get your carbs in. But I mean, can't complain. I'm gonna enjoy this. And then after that, we have the pre-workout meal for the gym. I'm just thankful there's no duck fat in this meal. Last time, by meal number 2, I was knee deep in meat sweats. It was disgusting. But so this is much, much better. Going with a little rice cake, bison, pineapple sandwich here. Interesting threesome. Probably leave the rice cake out next time. Oh, I shouldn't have finished the pineapple so fast, because all I have left is the rice cakes and the bison. It's such a dry meal, it kind of starts to choke you a bit, but I kind of like it. All right, so that is gonna conclude meal number 2. So far, it's going well today. The gym is about a little over an hour away, so we're gonna pack up meal number 3 and bring it on the road with me.
Let's go.
Okay, so just preparing meal number 3 before we head to the gym right now. So making a protein shake because we're pretty low on protein for the day. So his shake has 65 grams of protein in it. So I'm using IsoSmooth by Blue Star, Tenny10 for 10% off, as you guys know. So per scoop it is 30 grams of protein, so literally just over 2 scoops. And he has his own protein company, and he actually made the top part of the tub bigger so he could fit his hands inside. Meanwhile, I'm trying to find a tighter opening so I can feel big for once, but we're gonna go with 2 scoops. So that just kind of shows you how big this dude is. He has custom sized protein tubs with his hands inside. I don't know, and even just making this is making me feel full, because after that last meal of bison, rice cakes, and pineapple, which I kind of just realized right now, that's not even the weirdest threesome I've had all week. I'm stuffed. So 1, 2, so that's 60 grams of protein, and I'm just gonna go with like, yeah, that's 5, 3. All right guys, so time for the pre-workout snack. We're about 30 minutes out from the gym, so I have 2 of these massive Rice Krispie treats coming up to 100 grams of carbs in total. So you wouldn't have these every day. He only has these on a training day because you need 100 extra grams of carbs when you train. Makes sense. We also have some peanut butter here, and take a look at these craft bears. These little sadistic bears look like they like dropped you in a well or something like that. Also with 1 banana. So we're gonna do 2 tablespoons of the peanut butter, not weighed. And then we have our protein shake that I've been sipping on the way. So let's just get into it right now. This could really test my abilities here, but we're gonna just rip it in half. Strongman fuel, playground currency. Now this looks quite familiar, usually just from a higher POV angle, but banana and peanut butter is just a classic combo. And the final Rice Krispie, thank God I got to have these because there's no way I would have made it through my workout without it. Definitely the fuel that I needed. I can already tell the pump is gonna be insane today. So I'm super excited for the workout because we're gonna be trying a bunch of different exercises I've never tried before. The Blue Star gym is super well equipped with like log presses, sled pulls, farmer walks. So it should be pretty interesting. All right guys, so that was meal number 3. 30 minutes to the gym, like I said. Should be able to digest by then. I'll see you guys when we get there. Hi, can I get a medium dark roast black, please? So Brian Shaw doesn't drink coffee, but today he does. So everything we're doing today is a strongman staple. So all these movements require not only brute strength, but core stability, balance, and grip strength. So the first thing we're doing today is the safety bar squat, 4 sets, 3 to 5 reps. All right, so this bar is apparently 75 pounds, and it's much easier on your elbow, because when I squat, I have a very bad elbow, so this is very nice on that. Apparently very easy on the neck as well, and it kind of acts as a front squat, because when you go down, you kind of shift forward a bit, so it's gonna be very interesting to see kind of where my strength's at compared to a back squat. Racking this is just a lot sketchier than a normal back squat. For the working sets, we have 2 45s on and a 35 coming to 320 pounds. So we're gonna do 4 sets of 5 with 320. And to get started, obviously, we gotta do some ammonia. I've never done this before, and I know a lot of strongmen do that. So let's see what this is all about. I'm no stranger to putting weird things up my nose, but okay, so we're 3 sets down, 1 more to go, and so far I'd like to say I'm enjoying it. It's definitely a lot less stressful in your lower back, and I can feel it a lot more in my upper back, which is kind of weird. And it actually allows you to go a lot more like down. Like I'm way past parallel, more than I normally would be. So overall, this is very comfortable compared to the normal back squat, so I'm enjoying it. Killing the legs. So now we're gonna move on to the infamous log press. It's very unique to the sport of strongman. It's pretty much when you're picking the log up off the floor, cleaning it up, and then pressing it overhead with a full lockout. So typically in competition, you're doing it for the most amount of weight or most amount of reps in 75 seconds. And strongman usually train it twice a week. One day it'll be more like strict press focused, and then one day it's more like competition when you're actually using some body English, going up for like top sets of 2 and 3. So today, since I'm not really familiar with the movement, we're gonna try doing sets of 8. Just try it out and see how it feels. Okay, so this is how it's supposed to look, I think. So you're supposed to start the handles facing away, and you're gonna bend down and kind of deadlift it up into your lap, and then you're gonna let the log kind of roll up to your chest, and then you're gonna press up. So it's gonna be kind of like that. Come on. Easy work, It is so weird compared to a normal strict press because you really have to lean back to press it over so you don't smash your chin. So you're pretty much doing like an incline press. And just so you know, the log is 71 pounds, so it's actually quite a bit of weight. That is way harder than a normal overhead press. Holding a neutral just really throws you off. So that is only around 125 pounds. I can usually press like 180 for multiple reps. So it just shows you like the width of the log just makes it so much harder. All right, this thing lights your upper delta because like the log just has so much girth to it that you have to like pretty much do like a bridge to push it over your head so you don't rock your chin. It is sick though, like the shoulder pump already after only 2 sets, next level. All right, so I decided to add 5 more pounds per side. So after the first set I did, I thought there was like no way to be able to add weight. That was kind of like where it was gonna plateau, but just like a safety bar squat, every single set that I'm doing is just getting so much easier. So it just goes to show you, once you're familiar with the movement, it just becomes easier in general. Log press was sick. If I could buy one, I would. I think I actually might buy one. So next we're gonna move on to the incline dumbbell press. So chest itself is not very important in strongman itself, but it doesn't mean you shouldn't train it. If you train it correctly, it has a lot of carryover into other movements in strongman, like the log press, just from kind of tilting over. So a lot of strongman do incline movements like incline barbell press, incline dumbbell press, and incline flies. So today we're gonna be doing some incline dumbbell press, 3 sets, 10 to 12 reps, just get a little bit more reps in. It's funny because incline dumbbell press right now feels as foreign as the log press. Since I've been in quarantine, all I can do is really my bench press at my house. I haven't done incline dumbbell press in a long time. It feels so freaking weird. 85s to like 120s. Okay, so now we're gonna move on to some neutral grip pull down. So take a look at this grip. Look how thick this bad boy is. There is quite a bit of girth to this bar right now. So just like your upper back and your shoulders, having proper grip strength is essential in strongman. You can be a well-rounded athlete and amazing at everything, but if you don't have good grip strength, you're not gonna place at all. So a lot of the times they'll train with like fat grips and stuff just to work on the grip strength. That makes the world of a difference. Before your lats fatigue, your forearms are already burning. Okay, so now we're moving on to the hard steps. We're doing the farmer's walk, which is an event in strongman. One of the reasons why you should train your grip strength in the gym for this type of event. So we're gonna be going down to the end of the turf and coming all the way back a few times. Don't know how much weight this is actually right now. I know these are 235, so 140 plus however much this weighs, so quite a lot of weight. We'll see how I do. I know this thing just wrecks your upper back and your traps. Not a lot of people know that. People just think it's for your legs, but completely destroys your upper body too. So it's a complete full body exercise. Oh yeah. Woo. That's challenging your endurance right there. Holy shit. If that's not Strongman's hands, I don't know what is. Okay, so that was one length. I'm gonna do maybe 5 or 6 and then move on to the next exercise. Oh, it's chalk. I don't know what doing 10 sets of deadlifts feels like, but my upper back right now is so fried I can imagine that's what it feels like. This is next level for the back. Holy shit. Okay guys, so last but not least, we are doing the sled pull. This is training for the famous event of the truck pull when the Strongman lifters are attached to an 18-wheeler. Obviously I can't get an 18-wheeler inside the gym, so we're attaching it to a sled right now. So historically, Brian Shaw is very good at this event. If he ever needs to catch up on points, this is the one he looks forward to a lot. Another great way to train for this one is the single arm cable row. I see him doing that all the time. So we're gonna do a couple of rounds of this. I have no idea if that's even heavy, but again, we're just gonna work our way up if I can. Okay, so that's one round, and right away, I already notice my left side is so much weaker. It's pretty much dominant of the right side. Wow. Okay guys, so I just did 2 rounds of the sled pulls. I literally have nothing left in the tank. Like my skin feels like it's like, you can like see it's like cutting right here. If you don't use chalk, you're pretty much screwed. So that's gonna wrap up the workout, and we have a surprise I wanna show you guys. All right guys, so if you didn't watch my last video, then you probably should, but if you did, you would have saw I had a push-up challenge, and for every single rep that I did, I got $100 US donated to Make-A-Wish. So I ended up getting 55 reps, and I wished for 70, but Blue Star hooked it up anyway with $7,000 donated to Make-A-Wish, and you know, it feels really good. This is something, you know, I wish I could do more often, something I hope to do more often. So that is that. Gonna head home and make meal number 4, and I'll see you guys when we get there. Time for meal number 4, and usually you have fries on the side, but today it's the whole main course, y'all. So we have an entire bag of sweet potato fries. He had waffle cut fries. I couldn't find that at my store, but you know, any shape, any length, any width that you throw at me will make it work. And then we have 12 ounces of shredded chicken. We're giving the bison a chance to repopulate. And then 4 ounces on the dot of asparagus. He said, I mean, it didn't seem like there was any room for error because he had 4.1 on the scale, and he actually took off the 0.1 ounces of asparagus.
That's something you would do.
That's not something I would do.
No, it's not.
Literally, if this was me on a diet, I would actually have as much asparagus as I do sweet potato fries, because volume for not that many calories. So we're gonna get into it right now. And by the way, you can have some of these if you want.
Oh, I know.
Because Brian Shaw's kids have some of his fries, so one of many reasons why you should pull out, gentlemen. Although at this point, I'm probably sterile from all the Walden Farms I eat. You know what I mean?
Yeah?
Yeah. If I had 5,500 calories a day that I could eat and lose weight, I would have a good time. I tell you, my upper back right now is fried. I think from the farmer's walks and the sled pulls. Those 2 things alone are just a workout itself. It just like, have you seen those before, the farmer's walks?
I saw you do it.
You saw me do it? Oh yeah, she follows me on Instagram.
No, I don't.
So I did have a full bag of sweet potato fries the last time I did this diet. I will say right now, these are much more enjoyable, probably due to the lack of multiple pizzas beforehand. Okay, so that is gonna conclude meal number 4, by far the best one of the day. Meal number 5 is just nothing exciting, but I'm gonna go and do the 3rd cardio session of the day, around 9 minutes, 45 seconds, because I mean, he didn't say anything about combining different forms of cardio, so 9 minutes, 45 seconds, and then a 15-second to end off the night. And yeah, so I'm gonna go for a walk right now, and I'll see you guys in meal number 5. All right, guys, we are back from the third cardio session, and it's time for meal number 5. So I actually like splitting up the cardio into 3 10-minute sessions. It's very similar to like the vertical diet. It's actually very good for your digestion. So meal number 5 is gonna be 10 ounces of bison. We have 1.5 cups of white rice that I made earlier this morning. And then we just have to get a big bowl for some greens. So that is my reward at the end of the day. That's like the first vegetable that we have seen today. Last time I did this diet, the reward was cheesecake, but you know, I'm actually pretty happy with this right now. That seems to be about right. Gonna heat up the bison at this point. They'll probably let me join the herd with how much bison's inside me. Amazing. So this is meal number 5, 919 calories. Gonna heat this up right now and finish off the night. All right, so I got my salad here, and then I got my bison that I decided to cut up because me eating in general is just threatening. Imagine me eating on a couch. So gotta cut it up, it's a little bit easier to eat. See what I'm saying? So that almost went everywhere. And this is like double my normal calories, but kind of like the similar volume of food. So it's like quite the dense load swallowed today. Oh, yeah. We're getting grains everywhere.
Yeah, all over.
Watch your hands. I don't really understand the white rice though. Like white rice, like I said earlier, does nothing for me. So what is your #1 cutting food? Comment down below. I'm very curious. I'd say mine is egg whites and Greek yogurt. What would yours be?
That is totally your cutting food.
Yeah, what would yours be?
Wouldn't salad be a good cutting?
Mm-hmm, very good.
Then I would say salad.
Oh, I got balsamic on the couch.
You have it on your face too.
Do I?
No, you didn't.
Right there.
Oh my god. Mom and Tenny's gonna kill you.
See what I'm saying, guys? I should not be eating on the couch. Everyone has their own method to dieting. And just because I don't think white rice is good doesn't mean it doesn't work for someone else. The point is to find a diet that you're consistent with and that you can stick to every single day, because that is the most important thing. All these food choices are so like high kind of dense food calories.
You have it on your cheek again.
You got it.
Oh my god.
Is it there? I have it almost in my eye?
Yes.
Guys, I'm getting food in my eye. You know, Brian Shaw is a sick guy. I respect him so much as just a man and an athlete. You know, it's not easy to be a strongman. Like some of those exercises today are no joke. And I was doing that sled pull and I was just thinking about having an 18-wheeler attached to it, and I was like, there's no chance. So they are incredible athletes. You know, it takes a lot of dedication to eat like this day in and day out. So that is gonna wrap up this video, guys. If you guys enjoyed it, please give it a like. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I'll see you guys in the next one.